Seattle Engraving Center, the masters of gun customization, featuring incredible detailed engraving, 24-karat gold plating, diamonds, gems, murals, amazing gold accents, first-class quality, 100% satisfaction. More bang for your buck from their showroom. Raise money for your charity with a one-of-a-kind prize. Seattle Engraving. You dream it, they will create it.
Wildwood Antique Malls, 3 amazing locations to find your treasures in Florida. Vero Beach, Eustis, Wildwood. More than just antiques. Tons of rare collectibles, toys, books, vintage furniture, records, jewelry, and so much more. Open 7 days a week. Great staff, clean, and air-conditioned for your shopping pleasure for the whole family. So put it on your bucket list because it's a must-see for these 3 locations. For more information, wildwoodantiquemalls.com.
Bikers Info USA, the first bikers app by bikers, for bikers, and it's free. National and state events, Sturgis and Daytona, Bikers Info USA. Every motorcycle manufacturer dealer listed. Biker products for you and your bike. Bikers Info USA. Find the places to go, places to party, places to stay at every event. Bikers Info USA. Download it now. It's free. Bikers Info USA.
Best party in town, ain't it? Happy birthday, Q.
Smell that shit. Smell that stuff. Oh, I know.
That's old rubber you
Smell that rubber, baby.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm all fucking pumped up. I want to do it again.
You got your hair on your chest, Dad. How do you feel? Hey, yeah. It's a trip. I love watching all your videos. I should have went. I'm so mad I didn't go. Next time, man. I am going. Next year. I'm going. You saw our videos and we're putting out more. A lot more. I'm going next year. Hi, Heather, baby. Welcome back. I was calling you the whole day. I don't. sweat, some good
stuff.
sweat.
Honey,
Good stuff.
just
Hello. Hi, it's Heather, and I'm here with Born to Ride. And hey, it's the
John Ann.
Heather Show. Me, coming to you. That's right, you, all of you, live from
Our production studio, riding with this fine bunch back here, Born to Ride. Since it's Tuesday, why don't you just tell them, honey?
It's Taco Tuesday, or affectionately, as we all like to say it, Kitty Tuesday. That's right. You got it.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to say it. I just had to point.
Well, how you like them videos that we just showed a little bit ago? One of the videos was with Barbie the Welder.
That was this weekend. We rode up to Daytona.
That's correct. And we had a meet and greet with Chantel Williams. That woman rode 48 states in 23 days.
27 days.
23. It even said it on the bike.
Oh, 23. You're right.
days,
You're right. I'm wrong.
Which is incredible. Her and a Muppet. Yeah, a woman actually made her a Muppet that looked just like her on the back of the bike, and she took her road glide all the way across. Yeah, that's true. We rode all the way across 48 states in 23 days. She actually did it a few times.
That's right.
And I think she got recognized in 2021.
Yes, and she did it. Oh, Fangs thinks she's a cutie. That's right, Fangs. She is. She's beautiful, and she's also, get this, she's the mother of 16.
Yes, she birthed 10 children.
Hi, Miss Bagger. How are you?
Her husband had 6, and they were a blended family, so it was 6.
Angie Bagger's in the house.
That's right. 16 kids that woman helped raise. That's
She birthed
crazy.
Birthed 10.
She birthed 10 of those kids.
And she has 16 altogether with her husband, Corbin.
Football team.
That's right. Football team, basketball, whatever you want.
No, if we need that many for a football team.
Yeah. They could do it.
Crazy.
But they are phenomenal. And she runs this outrageous restaurant, Chantel's Restaurant in Sanford. You guys have got to go there. It is phenomenal.
Oh.
When I say the food is outrageous, it is outrageous. Oh, we got Moonshiner, who's the special guest.
Yes, that will be coming up soon. Real soon, he should be joining us in the green room. We sent them all the info, right?
That's right. He'll be on in just a minute. Crazy Chuck. That's right. Giving it away.
Well, we'll be having Crazy Chuck on here from the Moonshiners. He's going to be talking about what he does with the Sons of Speed. Sons of Speed is a vintage motorcycle racing, and they don't have any brakes.
They don't have any brakes. I get that. Can you imagine? They race about 100 miles an hour. When I was talking to Chuck and I did the interview with him, he told me how they race. And yes, they do race about 100 miles an hour. How do they come into the pits? How do they stop?
With your feet.
I asked him, I said, do you just jump off?
He's like,
really?
No. He's like, no, you don't jump off.
You put your feet down and you
it's not like when we watched the flat track racing, they were going around the sides and
yeah,
a steel boot on to be able to drag it behind them.
Yeah,
same thing. Hey, we got a video of our interview with Chuck. And
that's right. We got a surprise for you, Chuck. We're going to show the interview that we did.
Just fresh off the press.
But we're going to go ahead and bring Chuck on.
Well, he's not in the green room yet.
Okay, we'll wait until he's in the green room.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and show the interview now, and we'll get that started. And let us roll. Hi, it's Heather, and I'm here with Born to Ride, and we're on the High Seas Rally, and we are here with Crazy Chuck, and he's going to tell me all about what you're doing, who you are, and how you got here.
Oh, well, I got here from being part of Godspeed Racing, which is a part of Sons of Speed with Billy Lane's Sons of Speed at New Smyrna Racetrack, and found out that you were going to be a sponsor, and that's how I got hooked up with you by the pool. That was pretty cool. And what I like doing is making moonshine, but also I'm a motorcyclist, so it kind of puts the two together, you know. And so I'm racing. Some people say I got a fuel advantage on them.
With that 100 proof, 150 proof moonshine.
Yes, ma'am. So it's all good, but March is the big bike week in Daytona, and that's when we race. And I race for Godspeed Racing with Freddie Bolich and Kerry Mandrell and a whole bunch of guys. And it's a real fellowship type thing. If you've never seen it, come out. We don't have no brakes. We don't have no clutches. And we're running about 70, 80 miles. Some of the big boys run maybe close to 90 mile an hour.
That's my type of racing.
Yes. And so it's not for the faint of heart, but we put on a good show, and there's a lot of good fellowship, and you'll see some really good racing. Some of the bikes are over 100 years old now, because it's I think 1919, so that's 22 or 23 we're in, and so that puts them over 100 years old, and them bikes really roll now.
How do you stop the damn thing?
You just got to coast and put your feet down.
Do you jump off?
No, no, you don't jump off. You just got to let the engine bring it down itself. And no, it was learning how to do that coming into the pits and stuff is kind of crazy. And I always ask Billy, I said, why can't we just have some brakes? You know, he said, well, if somebody stops in front of you, you never, he said, you can't, I said, well, what if they wreck? You just don't know. But anyway, that's how they did it 100 years ago, board trackers. So I like to promote myself a little bit. I've got a new alcohol out, moonshine, called Purple Jesus. And it's in Daytona area, and it's going to be premiering at Bike Week. So it'll be in all your local stores and restaurants and everything down there. And I'm really proud of it. 60-some years of making moonshine, and I finally got a legal product.
There you go. Congratulations, Chuck.
Yeah. So a lot of good things going on in this cruise. I'm here with Barbie the Welder, with Chris Callahan, and Dave Perowitz and all these guys. And they bring me into the motorcycle world, and I'm gonna, now that I'm legal, I'm gonna come back into the motorcycle world. I'm gonna start building me some bikes and put some stuff out there and get back into it, because I used to be Chopper Chuck, and that was before Jesse James, if you could remember him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I got a whole barn load of stuff at home that I haven't touched in the last 5 years doing the TV show Moonshiners. So now I got to get back into my bike thing. And the brotherhood here is great.
It is. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you out at Giptown at Sons of Speed.
Yes, I'll be there. I'm going to try my best to make it down there.
All right. Well.
Oh, it's Freddie's birthday.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we will see you with
Born to Ride.
That's right.
Yep.
All righty then. Thank you so much, Chuck.
A pleasure to meet you all. Thank you so much for having the interview.
Thank you so much, Chuck.
A pleasure to meet you all. Thank you so much for having the interview.
There you have it. That is Crazy Chuck. And let me tell you, he is something else. We met him on the High Seas Rally, and so did Angie Bagger. Yes. There she is. She remembers meeting Moonshiner too on the cruise. See? There she is. She met him also on the cruise. Yeah. Wasn't he something? Mm-hmm. He was something, wasn't he? A fun guest.
Chopper
he was
Chuck.
Yeah, Chopper Chuck.
Chopper Chuck.
That's neat. Chopper Dave. Oh, we have Chopper Chuck.
Yeah, we have a Chopper Chuck.
And he says he has a ton of.
It says it's in his barn back where in North Carolina.
Compound. He has a compound.
Yes, with lots of motorcycles. Pretty soon he's going to be logging on. He's having a little bit of issue right now. As soon as he logs on to the link and gets backstage here in the green room,
then we'll bring him on. But he has a compound out in Moonshiner Secretville because, they never let you know where they live.
Moonshiner Secretville.
Yes, it is.
So secret the camera crews found it.
Well, no, actually, they might be where it is, but I believe they don't know exactly where they are.
No, of course they don't. They're from wherever they're at, and then they follow these guys into the woods. I would get lost too unless I had a GPS on me.
I would be lost.
I'm like a Garmin or something like that, a good one.
Yeah. Well, look, here's Christopher. I remember Christopher. Christopher Lancaster was our guest last week.
That's
and
right.
He's the stage manager for Molly Hatchet.
Here you go.
And there he is. Okay, hold on one second.
Hey, Chuck. It says he's backstage.
And it's not showing it.
It's not showing it. I don't see him in the green room.
Yeah.
The street. Okay, he says he's backstage.
And it would show up on our end.
Hey, is there any way, Chuck, you can log back out, log back in? You did that twice.
Because it's...
Okay, hold on one second. Having little issues here, guys.
I'm going to send you another link. I'm going to send you a new link. Uh-huh. I'll send it right to you right now, Chuck.
Yep. We're talking to Chuck right now. Every now and then we have a little bit of issues with
when you're live, everybody, you have an issue or two.
It always happens. Let's see, Christopher. Too much moonshine.
Too much moonshine.
You can see yourself and it says he's backstage. I wonder why. I wonder why he's doing that. Okay, well, we're trying again. Actually, what we're doing is we're booting up a whole nother program right now. And we're trying to shoot you another link. Hold on, we're trying.
There we go.
Okay, now it's... Yep, leave that room and go onto the new link that we just sent you, Chuck. All right?
And that will probably do it.
That should do it because what happened was we had to go out and reboot back in. By doing that, it's probably...
Yay for live systems, everybody. This is why you do a live TV show,
right.
so you can have all of this fun stuff happen to you when you do a live show. That's why you do it.
Hang up now, buddy. Okay, bye-bye.
See, don't you want to do a live show at home while you're watching us? You know you want to do a live show so that you can go through all of this fun stuff just to bring the guest on.
See, what I think happened was that when we tried to boot the show up, for some oddball reason, it wouldn't boot up all the way. So we backed out the show.
There he is.
Right there. I knew it.
Bam! That's how you do it in live TV, everybody. There he is.
What's that?
Nothing that we want.
Okay.
We're going to take that off. Anybody, we always have some cyber people that like to come on.
All right, so let's bring Chuck on.
And yeah, Angie says, yep, she's done that before, and you just go with the flow. And that's the case.
That's true.
And without further ado, we're going to bring on Crazy Chuck.
Hey, y'all.
There we go.
How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. We had a little bit of a crazy night tonight. The fog, I'm telling you, when you could say you could cut it with a knife, it literally is that thick tonight.
Really?
So,
where are you calling it from? I'm just curious for us and for
Western North Carolina in Lake Lure area, about 30 miles east of Asheville. We're in the foothills.
Damn, you're out there.
Yeah, that weather must be kind of muggy out if it's so foggy out.
It's foggy and the temperature's coming up, and I built a big fire, and now the house is too hot. I had to get my clothes off. Get this thing here. So, it's all pretty good, And
you got your Sons of Speed shirt on.
I got my Sons of Speed shirt on. Yeah, this is the original one back when I started in 2017, and Freddie Bolich is the owner of Godspeed Racing, and he's really helped me through a whole lot of stuff through this thing, and he's a good Christian man, and but I tell you what, when we get on the racetrack, he is my enemy. We're out there to win. We're friends, but then he turns into the enemy, and they play all kinds of tricks. It's fun to see. I would love for everybody to come see us race and be backstage. Be in our VIP pit. And even if you're not there up in the stands, it's just something to see because we cut up and have more fun, and I think we do than we race. But them guys, when a green flag drops, bullshit stops.
And you have Bubba
Blackwell.
Bubba Blackwell.
That's your flag guy.
Oh yeah.
We love Bubba. We met Bubba.
Yeah.
met him at the Volusia Speedway for flat track racing.
Yeah, he's a riot.
Right.
He's a riot to have.
Yeah.
So I can imagine.
His wife and his little kid too.
Yeah.
His little girl.
Right.
I can imagine.
I call him Detroit. I call him Detroit. Is that the same guy you're talking about?
Always wears white, like a white shirt, white pants.
And does
the flags, the whole thing with the flags.
Oh, Bubba Blackwell. Yeah, he's the flag man.
Yeah. Bubba.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's tough. He's really good with the flags. Yes. I mean, there ain't an art like that anymore. I mean, he gets out in the middle. He'll get right next to the bike and throw the flag at you.
I was talking to him about that. He says that he likes to throw the flag with everybody that passes by, so everybody feels good when they cross that finish line.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, it's fun when Bubba flags for us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When Billy flags, he goes up there in the stands up there almost. There's a little place you got to look up, and when you're racing, you're kind of looking down and around the track, you know. But Bubba, he's right there standing in the track. You can't miss this guy.
I bet.
I'm telling you right now, man, seriously, you are right. That man does get close to those bikes when they're passing by. And I saw him with the Hoonigan bikes. And I just imagine you crazy guys, are going past them. And the first time with flat track racing, Heather and I experienced people with a steel boot on trying to steer and slow themselves around a corner. Now, I know you guys probably have something similar.
Do you wear one of those?
No, we're not on we're on blacktop. No,
okay.
Yeah, we're on blacktop and high banking and stuff. So no, we keep your feet on the pegs and keep them up. Keep them up on. That's one little problem with my bike. My pegs are a little lower to the ground, so when you go, I can't lean as far as the tall bikes and get into the curve a little bit because I'll scratch. I mean, and my pegs probably cut half in two.
Oh man! Be careful doing that. I've dragged my pegs before trying to take a sharp turn, and I'm telling you right now, that's difficult to do and keep the bike up when you're around one of them turns, man.
Yeah.
Crazy Chuck, right?
Yeah, Crazy Chuck. Yeah.
We have Angie Bagger on, and she met you on the cruise. I don't know if you remember the Badgers. Do you remember the Badgers?
Yes.
Okay, well, she's on, and she says she remembers you. She's writing to you. She says she had the privilege of seeing having Billy Lane sign her saddlebags when she was at the Buffalo Chip.
Whoa, what happened? Oh, I think Chuck hit the wrong button.
Chuck hit the wrong button. Okay.
Chuck, did you just hit the wrong button, brother?
He hit the wrong button. That's okay. Come on back, Chuck.
Yeah, just use that link again, Chuck, and come back. We'll bring you back on.
There he
goes.
Sorry. My bad. I was touching stuff.
That's okay. That's all right.
That's what we figured because you're not the first guest that's been playing with buttons on their phone and goes right off.
Anyway, so she was
I thought I hit the little button that said chat to see if I could see the people that are on the show, but it's not showing on my side. But that's okay.
Yeah, it's that. She said she was bummed that she didn't get to have the race during Biketoberfest.
Yeah, that's when it got canceled.
Oh God, it was. Yeah, we were supposed to spend 4 days at the track practicing, 2 days practicing and 1 day racing, well, 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And it was bad. And a couple of weeks before, they said it was cleared, and then the water started seeping back up through the track, and they deemed it was too dangerous to race. So
I've seen that before. I think it was on the Daytona Speedway or Talladega. They actually had like a little spot in the track, and they drilled a hole through it, and water started squirting out like a little out of the track because of the water underneath it. So I understand what you're saying.
Right.
Let me ask you, at Gibtown, you're going to be at Gibtown, just for everybody to know, because I know people want to come and meet you.
Right.
what exactly are you going to be doing at Gibtown so everybody knows?
Okay, January 7th is Gibtown, and then it's going to be Freddie Bullish's birthday, and we'll probably have some fun with him there. But we're going to be displaying Billy Lane's Sons of Speed bikes, and it's not really going to be a race, but we're going to petition the track over there to see if we could get sanctioned over there to race, because right now we're racing twice in Oktoberfest and Bike Week, and then we're racing in Nashville, which is a really cool dirt track. And they started last year, and I missed the inaugural race. It was due to my sponsor dropped out on me, and they raised the price of diesel fuel right then to like $2 extra.
That's
so
outrageous.
Yeah. And then I had another show that I was doing, and it was a paying gig, so it kind of worked out okay. But I'd rather race than go out and do these meet and greets.
It's the need for speed.
The need for speed, yeah.
I love the race too, Chuck. It's as simple as that. You just love to get behind the throttles and race.
I think you love all of that in the camaraderie.
Camaraderie and the other racers to be able to have like-minded people all together to talk about the same type of vintage motorcycles, vintage gear, and racing. I mean, you have to have a people that are familiar with the sport for you to even be able to have a good conversation with them. And it's nice.
Right.
Because I've seen you in action on the cruise ship, and I've seen you when you like to talk with people and you like to conversate, but you like to have something that is interesting. And racing for you obviously holds your heart.
Right. Well, when I get on that track, so I'm a one-man race team. So I'm dragging my trailer, I'm dragging my truck, and I gotta prepare my pits and everything. I got a couple guys to help. And then last year in March, my friend Jeff McKinney, which is a good friend of Barbie's, they showed up, and I said, "Hey, I get you some pit pass, be my crew chief and help me out." Well, I didn't know Barbie from nothing, and she's telling me she works on this and does that. And I didn't know her from anything, so I just thought it was his girlfriend, So she said, "What do you want me to do?" She said, "What do you want me to do?" I said, "I want you to hold my umbrella so I don't get hot when we go outside."
No, you need to give her a welding tool, a couple wrenches, and a motor, man. That's what she needs.
But
she's a good rider. Riding with her. She's a
great inspiration. And, getting back to and the camaraderie, it helps out a lot. I'm getting to where if you prepare your bike before you get to the race and have everything, most of your bugs out, things are going to happen on a racetrack. But if you get prepared, you'll have a little bit of time to fool around with these other guys. Most of the time, these other guys are trashing in the pits, and it gets hairy, and they get a little ill.
I know. I mean, and the other thing is, I just don't understand how there's not more crashes. Are you guys just that good on the motor?
No, we don't want no crashes. No.
That's because the bikes are 100 years old, some of them. I mean, I can understand.
Right.
Even the value of that motorcycle that you're riding around that track, it could be a
rare
motorcycle.
This brings up a good question. We have a good friend of ours. His name is Fangs.
What's the point of it?
And Fangs wants to know,
how can a man get into board track racing? How many bikes on the track at once? Would love to get into something like this. I would love to go fast.
Yeah, he does love to go fast.
Yeah.
So
how do you get into it?
How do you do it?
Well, it's first of all, they put about 6 on the track in one heat, and then Billy's got his years, and as we go into another year, then you pick up another year. So, like I think it was last year up to a 1926 or a 27, but you could have anything lower than that to be in the J model classes, and then in the 45 class, which he lets in, and that's where most people come in at. That's where I race at. He's got 2 divisions, a hot class and a stock class. Then you just ask Billy Lane, and you got to sign waivers and get a little bit of insurance, and and the sport's growing, and that's why we're looking for more tracks so we could get more people on there and have a little bit bigger show. But let's get you an old bike and get it right, and ask Billy, and I'm sure that it's going to be. If you want to get in, fine, get in as quick as you can, because I think before long it's going to be an invitational race. Because there's a lot of people coming in. In the spring, we probably have close to 33 45s, and then I don't know how many J models, at least 20. So it's pretty big field,
Wow.
And you got to race, and you got to. Once that race starts, it's like every heat goes right on right after another, and so if you win, you keep advancing until you get down to the last 5 or 6, And I've made it to the finals 3 or 4 times. I think my best one when I first started, I got a second, and then there was more people coming, and the competition gets fiercer and fiercer. And we're outlaws. We're outlaws, so we're not sanctioned, so we're outlaws. So there's a lot of pride going on, and there's a lot of guys that put a lot of money in their bikes. And I've got a land speed record bike called Deliverance, and it's a fast bike, but I'm not the fastest driver out there.
What kind of bike?
Flag drops.
What's your bike that you race?
What's that?
What's the bike you race?
It's a 1948 WLA 45 cubic inch. It's a all custom bike. It's a chrome moly frame. It sets 5 land speed records at the Ohio Mile. Steve Boyne from Bruce Cycles built it, and it's beautiful. It's called Deliverance.
How fast did the bike go?
Wow.
Well, my bike will do 88 miles an hour. And I've got well, that's what the land speed record is. It'll probably go a little faster than that. But now, what my problem is on a track is my bike's set up to run a mile. We're running a half-mile round track, so I have to gear my 4-speed down
Okay.
and them guys are gearing up to go faster, and I'm having to bring my bike down so I can have enough power to get around the track.
Enough torque, definitely.
Because I'm running a stock engine, and them guys are running. They're running stroker motors.
Okay, I gotcha. All right, now, have you had any crashes doing this?
No. My partner Josh, that was on a TV show with me, Josh Owens. The very first time I started racing with him, we was in practice. He wrecked, and to tell you the truth, John, it shook my confidence when you see your partner laying on a track like that, and then in the hospital and everything. It's kind of like, I don't want that to happen to me. So it took the edge off me. I ain't gonna lie about it. So here's what I tell people when I get out there on the racetrack: the only 2 things stopping me from winning. And they say, "What's that, Chuck?" And I said, "Fear and atmosphere." And I can get through. I can get through one.
Oh, man. Yeah, because when we were at the Volusia Speedway, Heather and I were filming it. One of the last heats they had, a guy that was like kind of big. I mean, because they were riding like 250 Botacos, right? And this guy was kind of big, and he was in last place. And they had like 10 bikes on the track. He was trying to make up time around the back turn and let it go wide, hit that wall at about 70 miles an hour. Heather and I had it, rolled down the track. He hit his head on the wall, the concrete wall around it, so hard that when we got his helmet off, the stitching left an imprint in his head.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
So we had to cut his leathers off. His arm was just all flopping around like this.
Yeah.
He went in that way. And I saw one of those. It's the same way, man. You get a little shaken up now when you get on that bike after, filming and watching and helping out with an accident like that.
Yeah, it does. It does make you a little nervous. But you have some people saying hello to you. You have Samantha Morrow. She says, "Hey, Chuck."
Hey, Samantha.
Yes.
Then you have
Jocelyn Woodward.
She does my gummies for my green room. I got gummies. I got vape carts. I got coffee.
About that too.
Yeah. Talk about that. Tell us about your Delta line.
Yeah, we want to talk about Purple Jesus and all of that other stuff too. Mm-hmm. So let it roll.
Right. So the Purple Jesus is my moonshine, and it's coming back out on in Daytona Beach. It'll be down there for Bike Week. I'm going down there this Friday to get with the distributors and make a plan to get it in all of the stores. Then when I go down there, I'll be doing meet and greets and signings and tastings. And it's a really good product. It was #1 in North Carolina, South Carolina, East Tennessee, and Virginia when we had a label up here in North Carolina. So unfortunately, I don't have that label anymore. They're still selling my product, but they put a peace sign, took my face off of the bottle and put a peace sign on it. But the good Lord blessed me, and I've got another one back down in Florida, and that's where my biker people are. And so I'm leaning back into the bike world. Went on the cruise, got with Chris Callahan, met you guys, and I'm part of Sons of Speed. So I got a pretty good following in the bike world, and we'll sell some Purple Jesus. It's going to go nationwide. That's my plan. Yeah.
I know my friends would love to taste it.
Oh, God, yes.
We got a bunch of heavy moonshiners. They would love to be drinking some of that.
Yeah, and it's what we call a ready-to-drink moonshine. It's 64 proof, so it's not real high. It's almost like a little bit stronger than a cocktail in a jar,
Well, I'm interested in the gummies. I like gummies.
Yeah.
Oh, so look, Fangs just.
Our friend Fangs just chimed on and says, we love shine.
Yeah, because he loves moonshine.
I hear you.
All right, Fangs. I'll make sure that we bring some for you.
Yes, we will get you some, Fangs.
Have them come to the race. Yeah.
Come to get down, man.
Daytona, yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about the new Delta line and the gummies that you've got.
Okay, so we took my moonshine and infused into the gummies the Purple Jesus recipe and put it in the gummies, and then I make an apple pie, but it's a special apple pie. It's called Slap Your Granny apple pie. But that means if Grandma tries to get your gummies, get away from there, smack her hand away. So those are my two gummies, and I just got the vapor carts, and it's lemon kush, and they say it's really good smoking. I got some right here. I got the 50 milliliters, and then we got the 100, or not milliliters, whatever, grams. Yeah, and you just screw that into your pen and hit the button and puff away. So, yeah, we started some coffee, some Black Widow coffee.
And then it looks just like this. See,
there you go.
I'm already ready.
I'll bring you some vapes and you let me know. The Delta 8 has a little bit of THC in it, and the gummies, they got enough to give you a little buzz that you don't have much anxiety or anything. But the main thing it does for me is takes the pain out of my body.
That's what I need for the pain and anxiety. That, and then I just slap my grandma.
Don't do that.
I love it. I know, that is too funny, Chuck. You're a riot. You know that.
Man.
So let me show you my new tumbler that this lady made for me, and this is my logo. I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh wait, thing's backwards.
There
I see it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like that.
Yeah, and then I got my signature on it that way, so it's pretty cool. And then the whole thing glows in the dark when you turn off the light.
And she
so I thought that was pretty cool.
That's trippy.
Huh?
She made that for you? That was so nice.
Yeah, they're 20-ounce tumblers. They're pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're stainless steel inside. And
are you selling them?
What's that?
Are you selling those?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to sell them. Yeah.
All right, those are awesome.
Yeah. So might take them down and do a little promo with them when I go down to Daytona this Friday.
How can people get in touch with you if they want to buy these things?
Well, I don't have a website yet, but
okay.
So most of the time they got to meet me on the road, but I got to get a website, and that's what I'm working on. I just got my LLC. I just put an application in for it. I'm going to have a business, and then they're going to build me a website, and so I'll be a little more professional here in a little bit. But you PM me, and then I PM you back the price, and then you send me a PayPal thing or whatever, and that's how I sell my T-shirts and stuff online right now.
And they can always get everything they need through me. I'll put them in touch with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody out there wants any of his product, merchandise, swag, just let us know, and we'll get you in contact with you.
We will put
Right. Or go to Facebook, Moonshiner Crazy Chuck, follow my page, and then hit me up with a private message, and I'll hook you up from the house. You know.
There you go. Perfect. In touch with them, and there you have it, straight from Chuck's mouth.
That's right. Straight from his mouth. Products bringing to you. You're going to be getting the Purple Jesus here real soon. Come to Gibtown. Meet this man. Buy his product. You'll love his stuff.
And always want to watch him race at Sons of Speed.
Yes. Always watch the race. The race is the most important thing.
Let me get my jar and show you my new label.
Okay.
Look at the back.
Yeah, I see it. What is that?
I don't know.
Okay, there's nothing in the jar, but anyway, this is my new label. I'll try to line it up, and that's what you're looking for.
It looks, you know what it reminds me of? The Grateful Dead.
Oh, yeah, the other one, it really does. My first label jar. But anyway, Purple Jesus comes from Party Juice, the PJ, and a lot of people call it Party Juice. Some people call it Jungle Juice. Anyway, it's nationwide. It's the stuff that you put all your fruit in. You put your Everclear in whatever you got, a cooler or a bathtub or whatever garbage can in. Yeah, and then you put your Kool-Aid in it, and that's what the fraternities do, and the high school kids do, and everybody parties. So everybody knows about it. They just call it something different all over the world. So I thought that would be a great thing. And it's got 7, and now I'm going for 8 different flavors in it. And it's a one-of-a-kind taste. You'll never taste anything like this again.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Frank says he's going to send you a friend invite.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good.
Don Howard Photography.
Great.
All right.
Great. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's been about pretty much what we wanted you to let everybody know all about, because you are a man of many traits, not just the moonshiner.
That's right.
You are the racer.
And a bike builder.
And the bike builder. That's another thing we wanted to touch on. That was pretty amazing what you were telling me when I was talking to you on the phone, that you got a compound. And then I saw that video, and you've got that neat old, what do you call that VW bike of yours?
Oh, that's the Rupp. Yeah. So Elvis had 2 Rupps, and I got 1. So
that's cool.
He has one.
Yeah, it had a 750 snowmobile engine in it, and it got a little bit of trouble with the clutch and stuff like that, and didn't have a whole lot of power in the mountains here. And then in 1972, they switched over to the Volkswagen engine. So we switched, and my body's a 71, but a 72. They're all the same. They got a grasshopper front end on them. They're really cool. I had it at the smokeout. Me and Barbie had a ball on that thing.
I'm sure you did. I can see her running around that thing.
Oh yeah, she was riding around like a queen, boy, because sits up way high behind you, you know.
Drive fast, take chances.
That's right.
Drive fast.
Yeah. Drive fast, take chances.
Yeah, we had a good time. I have a good time with Barbie. We won the Weenie Bite out at Sturgis Easy Rider show, and I participated in a slow ride, and it's just a bunch of fun, you know, just going out and looking at the drag racing and stuff like that. And I want to give a shout out to Gary Bass. He's going to be part of my crit crew, and he's part of our little RSG group. And you probably met him when you was over there.
Gary.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's going to be helping, and I think what I want to do with him is maybe build a drag bike and sponsor him or whatever, because I got plenty of motors and parts and stuff like that, and it's hard to do two passions.
Yeah, we want to donate a tank to him. That was one of our friends.
Yeah, we have a motorcycle tank that we want to donate.
Tank. That was one of my friends, and I want that tank to ride again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a friend of ours, and he is no longer with us. And we have the tank, and we want to donate it. So
somebody
that will make a build and will ride again with it.
Nice,
so we're donating it to you all.
Right.
Gary said he would use it and make something out of it.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I carry little mojo bags around with me with remembrance of my friends and stuff like that, and let them hang off the handlebar and stuff,
Yes.
So, we're us bikers, we got a little superstition going on, and stuff like that. But it's always good to remember your friends and your loved ones, and sometimes they go faster than you do. Most of mine, they took it because they was drinking all the time and doing drugs, and they lost their liver. It wasn't natural causes. Well, I guess it was, but they were. You know how it is. They weren't no quitters. They weren't no quitters, that's for sure.
Okay, Chuck, listen, it has been a blast having you on the show, man. It has been great.
I can't wait for you to come.
I can't wait to see you at Gibtown, man.
Yes, we're looking forward to seeing you at Gibtown. We're going to have some fun.
I'll be in touch because I might go over to I call it the Palm Coast. I'm over there. I might come over on your side. The race team's in Tampa, St. Pete area, and I could shoot across there, and then I could shoot north and always take 75 back up to the mountains and go the other way instead of going up the coast.
We got a place to stay here.
Yes, you do, Chuck.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
No worries.
Anytime.
All right. Well, we'll keep in touch, and thanks for having me on. And just want to say this. The only way that I've succeeded from being an old biker and an old cantankerous old hillbilly is that the good Lord stepped into my life, and I'm not a preacher or nothing, but he's changed my life. And this Godspeed Racing and the bike called Deliverance and Billy Lane and everybody getting out of prison and doing their thing and making it. It's changed my life around to where I try to do everything positive and stay happy. Life's too short. Don't let nobody bring you down. Stay happy and don't worry about nothing. It's all going to be okay in the end. You know that.
Exactly.
I mean, look at the great time we had on that cruise. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
I was incredible.
Wasn't that fun? I can't wait. I want to go again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wish that the ship wouldn't have to sail.
Just on board.
Yeah, just stay right there in port. It's all good. Well, thanks for having me, and I'll be seeing you soon.
All right,
Chuck. I'll
we
see
love
you later,
Chuck.
brother. We love you, brother.
Love you too. Take care. Be good.
Bye, man.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
night. Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. Straight from Chuck's mouth, guys.
Chuck himself, he was on the show telling you all about the new product line that he's coming out with. And
Can't wait to try it.
And
not
about
the
him going to be
moonshine,
racing.
the Delta.
Okay. And that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, the Purple Jesus Moonshine, you need to go check out his product. It's going to be nationwide soon.
Yes, you do, all of our friends.
And it will be premiering over at Gibtown at the next bike show that's coming up. Please
this
stop
week
by.
He'll be trying it too.
Yes,
Friday.
this week in Daytona. That's true. And Friday at Daytona, he will be down there. And
go ahead and PM him on his page that he said Crazy Chuck the Moonshiner, and Fang's get in touch with him. He'll go ahead and answer you, and you'll get what you need. All right. And on that note, we love you all.
Shiny side up,
rubber side down.
Deuces,
everybody. Have a wonderful night, and remember what Chuck said. It is true. Everything will work out. It's not always going to be the almighty end of the world with whatever happens. I'm one that always takes things a little too hard.
That's true.
And yet he'll tell you I do. So yeah, just sometimes ease off a little bit.
Everybody on the feed, good night. I see you guys logging out. Good night, everybody on the feed, and have
Good
a nice
night,
evening.
Badgers. We love you all. Have a nice night.
Thanks,
Have a nice night, everybody. Ninja, Guard Dog, Don Howard, Jay Kuhn. Thank you so much for staying with us. Have a lovely night. Samantha Morrow, B. Jolin Woodward. Thank you.
Gunpowder Nitro.
And have a nice night, everybody. Deuces.